Hey guys, welcome to my little tutorial for today, and I just want to say, with the 1.11 update, I love the Shulker boxes. I think they're amazing, the way you can use them as a backpack, the way you can carry around all that extra storage. It's about time Mojang sorted some sort of extra storage solution out. But one thing I did kind of think about, and something that I've been racking my brains about, is when you go for a long expedition, whether you're hunting more cities in the end, or whether you're running around the Nether looking for loot, or whether you've just been on an extra long mining trip. If you've got a load of shulker boxes that are completely full of items, it's a bit of a drag to try and get them all into your storage system. So what I've done is I've come up with an idea. It's probably not the best. I'm not a redstoner. But it's a pretty simple idea. It works on multiplayer servers for basically emptying out all of your shulker boxes automatically, so you don't have to stand there next to your sorting system or next to your storage system manually emptying everything out. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, as you can see, I've got all these bits in my hotbar here, and this is everything that you're going to need. So you need some building blocks of your choice. I'm going to use grey wool. You need one dispenser, one sticky piston, one redstone torch, a fair bit of redstone, two chests, two hoppers, 3 repeaters and 6 comparators, and that is all we need to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is knock a hole in the floor and place this chest down here. Now this is just a buffer chest. This is you can have hoppers coming off the bottom of this, going into your storage system or going wherever you want it to. This is just to allow us to pull a signal from this hopper here. So once we've got this hopper, what we want to do is come behind and place our dispenser like so. We can get rid of that block. And then what we want to do is we want to come out one block and place a comparator coming out of it like so. We want to go up a block. From that, then we want to place a redstone dust there. We want to come this way next to it, up a block, and then place 2 blocks down the side like so, with a repeater running out of this top block, and then redstone dust next to the comparator. Then what we want to do is pop a block just there with redstone dust on top of it. And this is a fairly simple dispenser or dropper circuit that most people know how to build. It's really straightforward and basic. So yeah, that shouldn't be too taxing. The next thing that we want to do, okay, is we want to place a block in front of our dropper there, and come 2 blocks away, come up and place a sticky piston there like so. And then what we want to do is power that with a block here and a redstone torch on top of it. I'm just going to change the time because it's getting dark. There we go, so we can see what we're doing. Right, now that this sticky piston is powered, as you can see, when it retracts, it pulls the block back with it. And this is what's going to destroy our shulker boxes. So what we want to do is we want to bring this redstone line down 2 blocks and run that into a repeater that will power this block, unpower the torch, and retract the piston. And what this allows the circuit to do is, while the dispenser is trying to place down the shulker box, the piston will retract. The first time you fill it up, what will happen is this will pulse 4 or 5 times, and then it will finally place down the shulker box, and all is fine. The issue here is that once this dispenser is empty, so if you've only got one shulker box, it will be empty pretty quick. This piston will push back out again and destroy it, and we don't want that to happen. And that's why we need this buffer chest. So coming from the opposite side now of here, what we want to do is run a comparator out of this hopper here into a block. That block feeds into a repeater, which feeds into 2 pieces of redstone and into another repeater. So basically the way that this will work is that the buffer chest allows items to move slowly enough through this hopper that the comparator can read the signal, and it pretty much produces a constant signal which will keep this piston retracted while there is a flow of items. So the only other issue that you may find with this is that once one has been destroyed and it's trying to place the next shulker box, you may find that it goes back into its sort of almost spasm. It retracts and pulses a lot. So the way to combat that is what we can do is add a very small pulse extender just here using another 4 comparators. And what this will do is it will keep it will keep the sticky piston retracted long enough for the dropper to place down the next shulker box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed a hopper into here like so. I'm going to place my final chest on here, and bear in mind, if you want this well away from, you know, your walls or your build, you can build this far off and you can just make a hopper chain longer than this. And as I say, from this chest, this can run into another hopper chain that leads into a storage system. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these 4 shulker boxes in, and you can see it in action. So what you'll see, it pulses a few times here and then places the first shulker box. Once this is emptied, it will be destroyed in a second and picked up by the hopper, and the next one will come out. And all this is doing is separating out all of the items like so. As I say, it's probably not the best design in the world. I'm not really a redstoner. This is the first thing that I've ever sort of made and came up with. I've not seen anybody else do it, so I thought it was a pretty good idea, and I thought I'd share it with you. Hopefully it's something that you find interesting. Hopefully it's something that you can incorporate into your builds. As I say, I have built this on an SMP server, so it does work on those as well. So yeah, if you do experience any problems, generally what I tend to find is if I just put this comparator here into subtract mode, then that will fix any problems, but generally it works fine as it is. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Let me, you know, if there's any way that we can make this a little bit more compact, a little bit more efficient, or if you've got a better way of doing it, please let me know, because I've not seen any other ways of doing this. So I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on it. And that's it. A nice short one. Really, really simple build. It can be quite useful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. If you really enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate a subscribe to the channel. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. And it lets me know that I'm doing something right. And hopefully you might enjoy some of my other videos as well. Yeah, so that's it, guys. As I say, if you know of any other ways of doing this, please let me know, because I'd be really interested to find out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.